Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today let's review Orbital Cargo Division. Now this is a game that is heavily inspired by the Space Quest series of the 1980s and 90s of the last century. And it's very obvious that it's inspired by the Sierra adventures because of the simple but clear style of pixel graphics and very sort of crude and basic animations. But that really brought me back to that era where I grew up in. Now you play a captain of a maintenance ship called in to investigate a space station where things went terribly wrong. Now the story as it unfolds, it plays it kind of safe. I think they could have gone overboard with this and just make it somewhat really crazy. Much like the Sierra adventures actually, but because they're kind of known for you dying a lot in various situations, it would be nice if the developer sort of incorporated that and sort of embraced that. But instead he chose to tell a sort of grounded story about sort of a mystery that's going on this space station. I do appreciate that it's not just a space station you'll be exploring, but there are a bunch of other locations in space, like a space wreckage and satellite and ground control, that you'll be visiting, and you'll do some spacewalking while you're at it. So that's kind of cool. Also, there are a bunch of characters you'll meet throughout the game, and the dialogue is pretty funny. It has that sort of a European dry humor going on, and the voices are also, I think one or two of the voices are from the developer, so I kind of like that, and a bunch of other, I think people from Germany. They could have mixed things up a bit with some English-speaking voice actors, I think, because some of the words are mispronounced. But again, I do appreciate the fact that you can play sort of a classic Sierra-inspired adventure game with voices. They didn't have that back in the day.
Thank you, Captain. I will get back to you as soon as I have analyzed the blood sample. Here, I still have some old spare parts. Maybe you have some use for them.
Thank you.
Now, in classic point-and-click style, you walk around these various locations at a fairly slow pace, by the way. So I was reminded by the fact that, yes, these older games actually were kind of slow, and so is this game. I would have liked that you could sort of sped things up by double-clicking, like in other more modern adventure games. Now, in terms of gameplay, it is usually clear what needs to be done, but the stuff that you'll be doing, like finding a keycard to open a door, to get in a room where there's an item that you need somewhere else, isn't always that engaging. I mean, it does make sense given the circumstances on the space station, but again, I just wish it was a little bit more engaging, more wacky, more over the top. You know, who wants to repair things in a game? You just want to do the exciting stuff, right? So with the mouse, you know, you can hover over the screen, you'll find some items, hopefully. You can pick them up, you can sometimes combine them with other items that you already have found, or you can use them to interact with in the environments, in the screens. Unfortunately, things in the screens don't get highlighted, so it's not always clear if you can pick up something, or you can only look at it, or you can interact with it, or something like that. Still, overall, I think this was a nice short trip through memory lane. It won't take you too long to finish this game, probably 2 to 3 hours. It's just cool to play a game that seems to be inspired by games that I grew up on. It's kind of, yeah, it gives you that woozy feeling inside. Also, you're reminded of the negative things of those games, you know, the wandering around, the slow pace, the chance of overlooking items, so you'll do more wandering around, trying to think of what you have overlooked or need to be doing. But even so, I do like it. I do like this game, this Orbital Cargo Division, mostly because, I guess, of the dry humor. And it's just, yeah, it's kind of funny. It puts a smile on my face. Overall, not the greatest adventure game you ever play, but still a good effort. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next one.